Many folks get into beekeeping as a hobby, and as they grow, they decide they want to go full time. How do you know when it's okay to go full time? How do you make that transition? Jason Crook from Bohemia Bees joined us in this chat, and we had a great discussion on that very topic. Hope you enjoy this Stream Team Nugget. LaGrange Bees asked, the thing that worries me when I reach the limit I can take care of with my job, how do I switch to full-time beekeeper without floundering? I think it's that way, LaGrange, honestly, with anything you do, anytime you try to break away from a job and a part-time thing and try to go full-time, I think there are all kinds of questions that need to be asked. That is my big question. I would love to do it full-time, but I make a good living as a physical therapist. And so it's tough for me to just say, hey, I'm going to break away and do that. And so that's the big question. If some people have the guts like that to go commercial, kind of like what Greg's done with his thing. And some people, I don't know if it's just, it was right for him. It's up to you and your situation to decide and determine when that's right. And then, I say, I haven't done it yet, but whenever the time is right for you, you just have to make sure you got your ducks in a row and you're ready. And it's probably, Greg, would it be true that it's a little tough at first when you go out and do your own
Well,
thing?
I don't know if
and you got to
anyone's,
grow it.
there's it would be a whole other painful yet satisfying 3-hour conversation from the stream team. If anyone has ever went from main hustle and then build up a side hustle and then turn the side hustle into the main hustle and then build up I have. And that's that. So for our skill set and ability and our mindset's a little bit different. The type of risk that we're willing to kind of assume and the path that it takes to get there, it doesn't make it any easier. But when you have a little bit of a experience in that to begin with, it helps. Years ago, we split off and started a new business, and it wasn't until that side hustle reached about 70%. This is not a business course, so just take it for what it's worth. 2 cents. This is free. Which wouldn't be 2 cents. Right off the get go. I'm not a CPA either, obviously. What I want to say is once the side hustle reached 70, look at Jason, he's right. You ready? 70%. There is the 80-20 rule to business, and I think anyone who's in business knows what that is. And if not, I've learned that one the hard way too. Look at Brian. I love you guys. You guys are the best. He's taking notes. Okay. Greg's 70%. For us, when we were raising a family, when the side hustle income reached nearly 70% of our main hustle's income, we had to make a choice. Do we jump? Because we couldn't there was no more time. We're workaholics. We find all the time in the world to do it. Once the side hustle reached 70% of our main hustle's income, we made the choice to jump. When we jumped to the side hustle, now we had that extra 100% of time off the main to funnel into that 70% job. When we did that, our income nearly doubled, and we weren't expecting that. We were spending so much time fighting year after year, balancing the main hustle with the side hustle, and all of a sudden we take all the time away from this, funneled into this, and it just skyrocketed. That put us into a position to where now the side hustle became the main hustle, and all we did was kind of nurture that along and grow it and grow it and grow it. And it came to the point to where now we're talking about farming. So now our farming side hustle, now we're in the same situation. Once our farming side hustle, which is primarily bees, once that hits 70%, it feels like we're in the same situation. Now we can take all of our time and dump it right into the side hustle. And then there's probably rules and fancy terminology, and this is just hillbilly beekeeping business 101. So take it for what it's worth. There's something to that. Ian is real smart. He's got a long heritage of family farming, and he's got a lot of good things when it comes to that. I'm sure there's something that this lines up with, but anyways, what about you guys? Any experience like that, or jumping ship? What that's like?
Who I know would be able to offer, I'm sure he could probably just talk and talk and talk in regards to this topic. It's Matt and Sarah, who are, and I'm going to call them out just for being the moderators that they are.
Yes, absolutely.
But they did that. They have an Etsy shop. They do laser engraving and all kind of stuff that I know. Well, Bruce, I know you have one, and Greg, yours was just slow delivery, but they did that. they were, they had their jobs, and it hit to a point, and now they work, for themselves. So I know they would be able to offer, um, some tips for folks. Matt throws out, tips. He's got a channel, for his laser engraving.
We should get them on here sometime. That'd
Yeah.
be great.
I don't think there's a textbook way to do it anywhere. And I think you made a point early on, Bruce. It's like anything, right? I mean, you've got to have your passion, your heart into it, but you got to diversify yourself enough and know. I mean, it's the gambler, right? I mean, Kenny Rogers had it, God rest his soul, the right way. No one to hold him, fold him, no one to walk away, no one to run, right? And at the end of the day, that's what it's about. I mean, you got to make sure that you've got a plan and that you execute on that plan. And if the plan doesn't go the way you want it to go, come up with another plan. Have plan B, C, and D, right? I mean, you never should all put I'm getting all these cliches right here now. Never put all your eggs in one basket. They all mean for a reason. I mean,
Yep.
I think for me, be a full-time beekeeper would be amazing to be able to do that, to be able to walk away from my full-time job and be able to support my family, but my lifestyle and my kids and everything that we do and my wife and such. I mean, it would be impossible for me to take something now that's just really an obsession for me and just flip the switch tomorrow. But am I not planning? Absolutely. I mean, you got to plan for it. You got to plan for that future, right? Because the job market nowadays is different. So anyway, I can get off on a tangent there, but my point to it is that you got to follow Kenny Rogers and know when to hold him, fold him, walk away, and run. Right.
That's true. It's got to be customized for each person. You just got to kind of go with your gut, and if you're that kind of person that you're willing to take a risk and willing to do it, you need to do it. If not, then you just got to. Everybody's different on that. So I would love to do it, but I haven't had the guts to do it yet. So, well, I hope you enjoyed that Stream Team Nugget, and I'd love it if you'd leave a comment down below. We'd love it if you check out our Stream Team Beekeeping Chats on Wednesday nights at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern. We rotate through the channels here at Bruce's Bees, Greg's channel at Nature's Image Farm, and Brian's channel at Castle Hives. More of these Stream Team Nuggets are coming, and I'm going to put them in the playlist here at the channel called Stream Team Nuggets. If you'd like to see a great video on overcoming adversity when tragedy strikes the bee yard, you can watch that video right here. Y'all take care, be safe, and we'll catch you on the next one.